From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Come on, come on. 3. Unlock line.
They run again with Dillon. Shreds him with a stiff arm. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 14. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Buccaneers have it. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up, and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Samuel. Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. back to throw. Samuel. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. The Buccaneers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight. Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd and 2, Samuel. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a throw right sideline is complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's cop.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect, but boy, that was force against force.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Buccaneers 6, Packers 0.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Back to throw. Samuel. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Samuel. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Throwing on 1st down. Samuel. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo? Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Room here to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st and 10, Samuel. Touchdown! Nicole Hardman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have got it on cruise control. Extra point forthcoming. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Buccaneers 33, Packers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First down. Samuel. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 4. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they get Tristan Wirfs, 1st-round pick in 2020. On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The slot man in motion right.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Throwing on first down. Samuel. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Samuel. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
18, 5 years. Warriors, 70.
They'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to at least get one score back. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score's going to stay right where it is. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Willis, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Willis always got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down. It's Willis, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Willis, and he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Willis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Willis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Willis.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. It's Willis. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Hands it off out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Willis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Willis. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Willis. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Joe Tryon.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Hey, check that, street.
They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. And they take a knee. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Tampa Bay, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.